Hey you guys, so this is going to be one of those videos that is going to probably offend some people. I feel like sharing my opinion and it has been asked of me to do so. If you guys remember my You Now broadcast back in ancient times, it was over like Easter break. Somebody asked me if I could talk about religion, and at the time I had drank too much wine and I couldn't talk about religion. Believe it or not, my most commented on video is not the boyfriend tag, which is 340,000 views. It is a video with a measly 60,000 views, and that video is my religion video. So a bunch of people go crazy over this thing. There are people who are responding to comments, people who are arguing, people who are fighting. There are pitchforks, there are torches. It is crazy and it is a dangerous place. It is like the Purge. It is like America on Purge night. In the comments, a bunch of you guys have been asking me all throughout last year since I made that video to do an updated religion video on what I currently believe and what I would say right now, and I'm going to get into that right now.
So listen closely, boys and girls, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to argue and respond to messages like this, because I'm sure you guys are getting a fair share of them. So listen very, very closely. This is my new argument against crazies. Never fails, but pay attention because it's very quick. Are you ready? Here it is. Did you miss it? I know it went by very fast, but pay attention, take notes. Here it is slowed down one more time for you guys.
Yes, I am a firm believer that we should just zip our lips. If there's anything that I have learned my lesson, it is don't even try to persuade anyone who is against homosexuality based on religious reasons. It's not going to work. And as a perfect example, I can use myself, because I remember back in the day, I used to be a little altar boy, believe it or not. Fun fact, let's reveal a little bit about Jack's life right now. Between the ages of probably 7 and maybe 14, 15, I was an active member of the church. Like, light one candle, Christ is come. Like, that was me, and I'm not even kidding. I went through Sunday school every Sunday, church every Sunday. I went through catechism. I was confirmed to communion. I know, believe it or not, at one point the church spit flew out of my mouth as I said that too. The church once thought I was pure. They had no idea what the storm that was brewing. I just sounded like a heavy chain smoker. I used to go to church all the time, but now the only time I ever go to church is Christmas Eve. We light candles and we go silent night in the dark, then we blow out the candles and the wax gets everywhere and I stick my fingers in it and go, wax. Anyway, back in 7th grade, because I was an idiot and a little nerd, and I read a book, believe it or not. This is where I'm going with this. I read a book. I know. I did something smart. I wanted to convince myself that I was really intelligent, so I was like, this DaVinci Code book, let me read it, so everyone will think I'm an advanced reader. So that's what I did. I read it, and there was so much controversy surrounding this book, and for those of you guys who know what this book is, it is fiction, obviously, but it is a story about how Jesus slept with Mary Magdalene. They had children. I don't know if it's a child or children, but there's pretty much descendants of Jesus Christ, and there's an ancestry. And I remember back during my altar boy days in 7th grade when I was getting confirmed into the church, I picked up this book and I read it, and you know what I said throughout the entire book? That's not true. Jesus wasn't like that. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Who wrote this book? This is so stupid. I know Jesus wasn't like that. And I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that's what I did. I put the book down probably every 5 minutes to reject what it was telling me, because that was my defense mechanism. And that's what I feel like a lot of people's defense mechanism is. So if you're going to argue with a Catholic, you're going to argue with a Christian, just don't do it. They're being defensive, and the fact that they're even attacking you for being who you are is just their way of trying to strengthen their faith. I rejected everything in this book because my faith was frail, and for some reason I needed it at the time. Although I wasn't terrified of dying, the notion of dying and not having a heaven or hell, and the notion of the world not being as black and white as I wanted it to be, was terrifying. So I clung to a little faith I had, and I thought that I would say it and I would keep repeating it until I believed it myself. But you know what I learned, boys and girls? The more and more I was saying these things out loud, the angrier I was becoming, because I realized no matter how many times I said it, I wasn't any more certain of it. No matter how many times I called a girl ugly, I wasn't going to be any prettier, and ruining Regina George's life wasn't going to make me any happier. Thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. So when you guys see somebody commenting on Facebook, on YouTube, or wherever they're commenting, saying anything in regards to religion at all, Don't take it personally, because really it's not about you. It's about them. It's about them trying to strengthen their faith. It's about them saying, you know what, God hates this, but I'm going to distance myself from that because that's not me. And that, boys and girls, is why religion is just dangerous. And I'm sorry if your parents are religious. I'm sorry if you are religious. The reason that it is dangerous is because simply it has the potential to be dangerous. You know, if your grandma's going to a bake sale and celebrating being religious, that's fine. That's not dangerous, but religion has this incredible ability to very quickly turn into something that's ugly, ostracizing, and just plain old violent. And I made a video a long time ago about being gay and Christian, and how like I can be a Christian and I can still be gay and I can actively have a good relationship with God and Jesus. But more and more I'm realizing, as you guys ask me in, you know, direct messages and messages on Facebook, if you truly can be a Christian and gay, the more and more I hear myself saying like, don't even worry about religion. Don't worry about any of that. Spirituality is completely healthy and religion is not. The difference between religion and spirituality is independent. I can believe in whatever I think morally is correct to do so. But on the other hand, religion over here is saying, you know, you need to compromise your beliefs, your personal beliefs, because religion isn't about you, it's about a community. And the reason that religion is so dangerous is because it always operates under the idea that the world is black and white, and the world is not black and white. There's no gray area allowed in religion whatsoever, because religion falls apart if there are any exceptions, because the entire thing then is up to personal interpretation, independent thinking, and that goes against everything religion stands for. So my advice to all of you guys, be spiritual all you want. Look up at the sky, and when the sky looks beautiful one day, tell yourself, oh, God has to exist up there somewhere. And other days it's okay if you're like, oh, maybe I just die one day, and that's absolutely it. But never, under any circumstances, sacrifice your personal beliefs in order to fit in or belong somewhere else, because we've seen how many times that the majority isn't always right, and that is what religion is about. It's about people who are insecure with their faith, that they need to be a part of... Why can't I say this? It is people who are insecure with their faith who need to be a part of dying. It is people who need to be a part of a majority in order to feel that they are correct and to further believe in what they believe in. That was a very roundabout way of saying that, but I hope you guys understood what I was saying. So next time your mother, your grandmother, anyone says anything and they're trying to start an argument with you, or you feel like arguing, let the crickets sound. I'm telling you, you will feel like a flame is about to blow out of your ass. That sounded almost like you were diarrheaing. That's not what I meant to say, like you were gonna burst flames out of your mouth. But truthfully, your beliefs and your spirituality and your confidence in yourself should be strong enough that you don't need to convince somebody else that you are right in order to feel right. I will always remember the mindset that I had when I was reading this book, and that is why I will always tell you that you should not seek religion, because somebody else is doing your thinking for you, and that is very dangerous, because it's not about you anymore. You're no longer fighting for your beliefs, you're fighting for somebody else's belief, and somebody out there may have an agenda that you don't see. The DaVinci Code. What a great read. I had such a strong feeling of catharsis as I read this beautiful narrative. Do I look like the eyes when I do this? Or does my face need to be peeling off? It is 1 billion degrees. And this book will not stay in my hand. I feel like a Southern belle. This is what I do when like hot boys walk into the room. I go, well, I never. So yeah, that's all for this video, guys. Give it the thumbs up if you agree with it. Make sure you comment below with your beliefs. I want to know what you guys think about religion. I want to know what you guys think about spirituality. I want to hear about your stories and your arguments and all that good stuff, but I don't want to see arguments in the video. Why is my nose a mosquito? Like there are mosquito bites in it. What if I got a nose job to look like this? Hey guys, it's me, Jack. Is there stuff in my nose? I don't even want to look. So make sure you comment below. Make sure you like this video if you agree with it. Make sure you give people some encouragement in the comments below if their parents are being crazy and stupid, or any of their relatives are being stupid, because it is a big deal that we support one another, and we may not have every single belief in common, but we share one thing in common, and that is that we are in favor of loving whoever we choose, and we are in favor of being whoever you want to be, and that is very important. So definitely leave a comment of encouragement below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I was gonna blow you guys a kiss. Am I a queen? Like... Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next week.